Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'd like to do is show you how to simplify this expression, and this just looks like a joy of a time, doesn't it? So a couple tips, though, that the reason why I want to go through this problem with you is kind of go through some pitfalls, because I see a lot of students that they look at this and say, where do I start? I know my rules of exponents, but this looks like I have a lot going on. Where do I start? And what I would say first of all is kind of like looking into order of operations. Get rid of your parentheses. Right? We don't want to have any parentheses. So to get rid of the parentheses here, I need to distribute this power, to each of my terms. So I'm actually just going to write this over to the right-hand side. There's nothing I can do in my numerator at this current point in time. So I'm going to simplify my denominator first. So therefore, that's basically going to be 2 to the third times x to the negative 2 raised to the third times y to the negative fourth raised to the third. Now, hopefully, you remember the power rule states that whenever you have an exponent raised to another one, you multiply, right? So let's simplify. 2 to the third is 8. X to the negative 2 times 3 is x to the negative 6. Y to the negative 4 times 3 is y to the negative 12. OK, so now what I've done is I've simplified this to the basic point of I have eliminated now any of my parentheses. The next thing I can possibly do now is, obviously, we can see that 16 divided by 8 we can rewrite as 2, right? Or 2 over 1. So therefore, the 2 will be in the numerator. And the next thing I'm just going to want to use is my quotient rule, which states whenever we have exponents that we're dividing, whenever they have the same base, we just simply subtract their powers. So therefore, I have x equals, now I'm going to write this all in the numerator. 16 divided by 8 is positive 2. Then I have x to the 6 minus a negative 6, right? Make sure you're subtracting y to the negative 3 minus a negative 12. OK, make sure. A lot of students will just say, oh, 6 minus 6. No. It's 6 minus negative 6. So what we notice here is that's a double negative, so that becomes positive. And that's a double negative. So therefore, I'm left with 2x. If you want to write it over 1, you can. Right? 16 over 8 reduces to 2 over 1, but we just write it as 2. 6 plus 6 is x to the 12th. Negative 3 plus 12 is going to be a positive 9. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you simplify using your rules of exponents, where we have 2 times x to the 12th y to the 9th. Thanks.